Yeah. All right, all right, all right. Hey, yo, yo, yo. What's good? What's good? Hey, I am in the hood today, y'all. I'm in the hood. See, this is how you know you're in the hood. See, this is this is where I'm from. Well, not I want to say where I'm from, but this is, this is the area where we get down at. You feel me? And you know, I chose this. I didn't really chose it. It just kind of chose me to do my morning walk. I know it's been a minute. It's been a couple days since that. See, I was in the zone for a minute because I was trying to figure out how to how to get my settings right. And it's kind of like if you ever play video games for those are gamers, or if you have any type of addictive personality, you got to learn. If you have an addictive personality, pick and choose your addictions. You feel what I'm saying? And I know I have one. How I know this is because I play video games, and when I play video games, when you get almost to the last level, or you get to the last level, so you're doing a hard boss, and the boss is real complicated, it's real tricky. Now it's all about the process. It's trying to figure out what's the right combination with the timing and everything to beat this game, and that's what happened with get my get my get my stuff together to produce my audio book. To produce my audio book and get it ready for distribution on the higher platform. Now, mind you, I went out, I reached out to others to actually help me do the process, and I wanted to hire them, but they didn't. They looked at me as more of like they didn't want to do the work. They just wanted me to cut them a check and I do the work on my own. Well, if that's the case, whatever. I own 90% of my equipment, so um, which I don't advise that you do that if that's not you. I'm just a I just get in. I just get into the zone, and because I'm a creator naturally, it's nothing for me to learn something different. Learn another skill set, even if it's just to get me further. So then, when I get around the right people, and it's just a mindset thing. When I get around the right people, or I attract the right people that want to do the work, they can qualify, or they can actually polish, the stuff that I've already produced, because I know at least at the amateur level, at least was recorded recorded right. So when they go in and polish it and make it better, make it great, and make it, you know, fabulous, at least I gave them something to work with that wasn't all completely garbage. I at least do that much. I'll give you something, at least something that you can work with versus uh versus just complete purity garbo. And on these higher levels and on these bigger platforms, I'm learning that 90% of this stuff is done, you know, on a basic level, and we overcomplicate it. Everything's like it gotta be over the top and super great and perfect, and it is not true. Like I'm literally listening, and they're telling me what they did then and what they're doing now. And mind you, these people have now earned hundreds of millions of dollars. Some of them are worth hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're telling me get the shit done, just produce it, get it out, pretty it up later. You'll get better just from doing it. You'll get better just from doing it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, how you doing, my baby? How you doing, my baby? You know what I'm saying? So, today was all about edification, and the main thing with edification is the fact of the matter that for you to get into a room, you gotta qualify yourself. Now, there's only two ways you get in the game. You either earn your way in or you buy your way in. You know what I'm saying? There's only two ways. Now, in my case, I earned my way in because I didn't have no money. And the two, it's a lot of people that helped me along the way. But like when I was learning photography, I had learned from a master. I was fortunate to get to experience professional glamour photographer working, making hundreds of thousands of dollars as a photographer. And I was blessed to be in his space, and he taught me the game. So I had that skill. So I edified my boy Steve. And we're still friends today, 20 something years later. 20 years. I met him when I was 18 years old. From 18 to now, that's 20 plus years. We're, when I met him, and we're still friends today because of that. Then, there's when I got into this health and wellness game, JD and Natalie, they are higher than me. They earn, like JD, when he got me, or at least introduced what he was doing and told me, he was already 100,000 up. Like you can't fake numbers. You gotta understand what I'm saying? I'm a numbers guy. So if you want to introduce me to something and you're saying, oh, I got a business, first, if you don't trust me in business, then that's fine. That means I got to prove myself. But if I know you as a friend and you're like, hey, look, I don't know what you do, but you like come mess with me, and then the dude showed me, well, this is what I make, doing the same thing that I'm bringing to you. Conversation was kind of different when he pulled me to behind the scenes. And if you pull the behind the scenes numbers and you seeing $127,000 earned, and it was 2021, and it was in the middle of the month. Then I'm looking at his actual rack. It's cranking 3,000-4,000. That's a day. That means if you make it 3,000-4,000 a day, what does that break down in the whole year? Don't worry, I'll wait. You understand what I'm saying? See, so when he introduced me to something, now mind you, I was ready. So when he introduced me to that space, that got me ready for a whole nother thing. But without him, I wouldn't have been able to meet Natalie, right? And Natalie is 7 figures all day. And then I wouldn't have been able to get in the rooms and find my breakthrough. So I edify the people. Why? Because I was edifying them early. I was edifying early on. I was there was a space where when I was in the bar game, there were veterans that's 20 years, 15-year vetted when I came in. The highest level one, who still currently is winning, 7 figures, retired, but he just worked to work because of his lane, pulled my coattail and started showing me this is what the business is, not what you're thinking about. See, and that all came from the space of edification, of not trying to be a big I. You feel me? But start to understand a power of we. That I can't be nowhere unless I give credit where credit is due. And when you give credit and you give acknowledgement and you show appreciation for the ones that's been there and done it, instead of going and saying, well, I'm a big deal just by myself, and we come to find out that's never true. Because to be a big deal, you gotta kind of somebody got to put you on. Somebody has to co-sign or give you a credible clarity for you to become a big deal. And then from your works, from your results, based off of what you're doing in relation to what people put you up on, is when you're going to get to the next levels. So if you're afraid to say who helped you, then the people are going to be afraid. So the people are going to be afraid to say your name when it's time. You follow what I'm saying? And there was time where I got angry about that. I got angry that people wouldn't say that, hey, Don P helped them. Don P did this. Don P, I'm still going. I'm still praying for my strength on that because I don't like to be underboss. I'm telling you right now, I'm not the one to be underboss. If I did it, tell them I did it. If I helped you, tell them I helped you. If I fucked up, tell them I fucked up. I don't like you. People are so quick to share the bad, but don't share the good. And I'm quick to say, well, I do more good than bad. So, and I'm not afraid to accept or acknowledge my fuck ups. Because I'm still a human being. So of course I'm going to fuck up. Things are not going to be perfect, but I don't run from it. And I work to fix it. I work to correct it if it can be corrected. If it can't be corrected, then we just agree to disagree, or we just part ways. It's not a complicated space for me. But what I won't do is I won't not give credit where credit is due, and I won't be underboss as if I'm insignificant even though I'm doing what is required. Like, I'm just not gonna do it. Like, I rather I will sever a connection before I lose my elevation. Okay, that's something I will do. I will cut it off quick, extremely quick, because that's not fair. That's not reasonable. Because I understand life is not fair, but there's a certain level of reasonability that if you're put in a position and you are in that position and you get around people, quick way to identify if somebody is an edifier or a hater is to sneak dissing. They'll start sneak dissing your stuff. Because there's a difference within people that just want you to be great, so they're gonna put energy into like, hey, this could make it better. You see, the speech is, hey, this could make it better. Maybe if you go a little bit harder this way, versus, hey man, hey, what's up with that little show you got going on, or what's up with that little thing you got going on? You still doing that? You see, it's a conversation. It's a difference in speech, and that's the little thing. And I'm going to share with y'all. That's the little thing that will help you identify if they're an edifier or a hater. I edify everybody because without them, I wouldn't be in the position that I am. Without them, I wouldn't be able to talk to you without them. Without these platforms, we wouldn't been able to communicate. So I hope you find value in that. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and download Paratus, and as always, I need y'all to stay healthy. Hey man, I'm out here walking. You see the Snatcherini Healthy and Sexy. You can text Healthy and Sexy to 248-773-4137. And we can schedule a call. Let's see about getting your healthy and your sexy on. Get your mind, get your body together, get your health together, because it matters. You can't go to the next level without getting it right. Money is only one part. Your body, and you got to do the rest of it. And if your body don't want to do it, guess what? It's going to be very difficult to handle it. You feel me? With that being said, I need y'all all to stay healthy. Let's get wealthy. Down P.